Today we're going to take a look at the feeder robot. This is from the people at Whisker.com, and this is their automated pet feeder. And it has a couple of really nice features that I really like that some of the other ones on the market just don't quite have. But let's talk about those other ones on the market first. One of the problems I've had with my other automated feeders is that they're cloud-based. So it's great for getting notifications when your pet's been fed or being able to remotely, manually feed them. But the problem is that cloud system went away when the company went away. And unfortunately, during the pandemic, that company folded, and then basically the pet feeder stopped working completely. So then I got a replacement, and the replacement was not online at all, which I thought, okay, that'll solve my problem. The problem is, though, is that it has no knowledge of how much food's been actually consumed by my pet, and it will just keep pumping out food until it breaks, basically. And that's the big problem that the feeder robot here addresses. It actually has something called the gravity mode, and this is really exciting for me because what this does is it actually can maintain a certain level of food in the tray, and when my cat eats some of it, it will then top up that amount. It won't just keep dumping in whatever the prescribed daily amount of food is. It'll actually sort of maintain that same level based on how much food my cat's actually eating, and it also has an app, so I actually get that information from the app. So that's the big feature I like about it. The other thing I really like about this particular one is that it's completely removable. You can take all the parts out and clean them. You have a replaceable plastic dish, but you can also get a glass dish for it. And it also has a really unique feature in this space, a battery backup. So if the power goes out in your house, and say you're away for the weekend, your pet will still get fed because it has a 24-hour battery inside, which I think is really great. But what does my cat think about this? Because sometimes these machines make a lot of noise and it can be a little intimidating for a pet. So let's take it home and see what she thinks. So installation of the feeder robot was very simple. I just had to find a nice clear spot to put the feeder robot, and then I start to plug it in. And then the first thing you have to do is pair it with your local network at your house. And the app makes it very simple to do that. It actually uses Bluetooth to talk to the robot and allows you to set it up. And then you have it all plugged into your app. It's very easy. Like I said before, one of the things I really liked about the feeder robot is the giant clear food container that you put your food into in the top. It also has great LED lighting to let you know the status of that big container of food. There's a bunch of different colors depending on the level. Also, there's different statuses for things like if there's a jam, connectivity, that kind of stuff. It's actually very good. As you walk by, you just quickly at a glance can tell what the state of it is. But you know, I've had it for a little while now, and I was really quite surprised how quickly my cat warmed up to it. Normally my cat is the kind of animal that would take a little bit of food out of the tray, put it on the floor, and then eat it off the floor, because some of the other feeders I've had didn't have a very big opening where the food comes down the chute to. This one has lots of room. She eats directly right out of the tray all the time now. And I have to say, it's probably been a pretty big success. The only kind of gripe I have with this device, though, is that it can be a little loud. And because I'm using gravity mode, which I love, because I don't basically have to feed it, I don't have to create a schedule, it just sort of keeps the tray topped up with food. It tends to go off randomly during the day. And if you're walking by and not expecting it, you hear this loud sort of sound, and it can be kind of surprising, especially if your house is quiet. And it goes off all the time. So they say it's every 6 hours after, you know, the gravity will sort of do that. But based on seeing my cat eat there, and then not long afterwards, seeing the gravity mode sort of doing its thing and sort of sounding like it's grinding, but it's probably not, because it's just basically topping up the chute so that it always has food. Yeah, it's just a little loud. That was my only complaint. But also it's probably where I put it as well. It's right by my fridge. And so when I go to the fridge to get something, I'll just get like surprised by this loud sound. So it's a little loud that way. So if that's a concern, I wish the night mode, because you can set a night mode that will dim the lighting that's on it, the LEDs and everything like that. I wish the night mode would also sort of not do the top up maybe during the night, because I could actually hear the machine going off in the middle of the night from my bedroom because of the way my townhouse is laid out. But that might not be a problem for you. So it's a minor inconvenience, but it's just something worth noting. So that said, I think the litter robot has been a great success. The app functionality, the gravity mode, the battery backup, the easy at a glance lighting to tell you what the state of the tray is as far as how much food is in there, all fantastic and definitely worth the money in my opinion. But you know, if you have had experience with a good feeding robot, let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think might be a better option for feeding your pet, especially if you travel a lot and you need to sort of make sure that they're always fed and not have to have someone there 24/7 to take care of that stuff for you. Also, leave us a comment down below what you think about this particular robot. I think it's great, except for the little bit of a noise issue. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic device. We'd love to hear what you think too. Thanks for watching. I'm John, and we love to cover all kinds of robots for your house. So if you like smart home technology, take a look at these other videos we have about it. We have lots of other robots that can roam around your house, vacuum it, mow your lawn, all kinds of great stuff.